Congratulations. You just hatched. Your mother carried you for months, hanging from the ceiling of a cave, never leaving, never eating, protecting you the entire time. By the time you hatched, she was already dead. You never knew her, and she never saw you. Now you're drifting through the ocean alongside millions of other larvae, completely on your own. You are now an octopus, and you're probably one of the strangest, most intelligent creatures on the planet. But that intelligence won't keep you alive for very long. The good news, if you're watching this video, you're probably a human, and your blood has never once been blue, your heart has never stopped to rest, and you've never had to eat your own arm. The bad news, in a moment, you're going to learn just how short, lonely, and brutal the life of the ocean's smartest invertebrate really is. You have 3 hearts and blue blood, and odds are, you won't even live a full year. A boneless existence, squeezing through anything. You don't have a single bone in your body, not one. No internal skeleton, no external skeleton either. You're just a soft mass of muscle. This gives you incredible flexibility. The only limit to what you can fit through is the size of your beak, the one hard part of your body. Wherever your beak fits, the rest of you follows. That's why you can squeeze your lemon-sized body through a hole the size of a coin. But this flexibility comes at a cost. You have no armor to protect you. A crab's claw, a bird's beak, even a human hand. With no hard shell in the way, they reach your flesh directly. 3 hearts, blue blood, an inefficient engine. You have 3 hearts. 2 pump blood to your gills, and 1 pumps it to the rest of your body. And your blood isn't red, it's blue. Because the molecule that carries oxygen isn't hemoglobin, it's copper-based hemocyanin. There's a serious flaw in this system. Your main heart actually stops while you swim. Yes, you heard that right. Every time you swim fast, the central heart in your body literally stops working, and you survive by quite literally exhausting your own heart. That's why most octopuses prefer crawling along the seafloor over fast swimming. Even when you need to flee, your own body is screaming at you to slow down. 9 brains. Your arms have minds of their own. Outside your central brain, each of your arms has its own cluster of neurons, almost a mini-brain in its own right. In fact, 2/3 of your neurons live in your arms, and only 1/3 in your central brain. Do you know what that means? Your arms can make decisions on their own, without you even realizing it. An arm searching for food under a rock can find it without telling you first. It sounds like a superpower, but it has a dark side too. When a predator catches you and tears off one of your arms, that arm can keep twitching and even moving for hours, because its own nervous system is still running. While you're dealing with the pain of losing a limb, that arm is living out one last, final moment completely independent of you. A colorblind master of camouflage. Deep in your skin, you carry thousands of chromatophores, small color-changing sacs controlled directly by your nervous system. Within milliseconds, you can take on the color and texture of the rock, coral, or sand around you. But here's the striking irony. You're colorblind. Your eyes can only distinguish shades of gray, so you mimic colors you can't even see yourself, sensing them instead through photoreceptors embedded in your own skin. You're like a painter, but one who can never look at their own canvas, painting purely by feel. Loneliness. You'll never belong to a herd. Fish have schools. Dolphins have families. You have nothing. Nearly every octopus species lives an intensely solitary life. And when you do run into one of your own kind, it's rarely friendship. More often, it's a threat. In some species, larger individuals will even eat smaller ones. As a larva, you drift with the plankton, carried by the current alongside countless others. But as you grow, you become both a lone predator and a lone prey. No one protects you, no one warns you. Every decision, every mistake, belongs to you alone. Reproduction. The price of your life is your life itself. Now for the cruelest fact of all. For most octopus species, reproduction literally means death. If you're male, you die shortly after mating. Your body begins collapsing from the inside. If you're female, your fate is even heavier. You lay your eggs and never leave your den again, so you can protect them. You stop eating entirely. For weeks, sometimes months, you clean your eggs and blow oxygenated water over them without pause. Your body slowly wastes away, your tissues consuming themselves. By the time your eggs hatch, you're already dead or close to it. So your entire life serves a single purpose: to slightly improve the survival odds of offspring you will never see. It's one of the quietest sacrifices nature knows. The predator list. Everyone wants you. Let's take a look at who's hunting you. Moray eels. Patient ambush predators, just as comfortable squeezing into tight rocky crevices as you are. Sharks and seals. Far faster than you'll ever be, easily overtaking you in open water. Birds. Hunting in shallow waters with eyesight sharp enough to track even your crawling speed. And of course, humans. Pulling millions of tons of octopus out of the ocean every single year, worldwide. Nets, traps, hooks. None of your intelligence means anything against a net a human throws over you. The last resort, sacrificing your own arm. Some species have one final escape strategy: autotomy. When a predator grabs one of your arms, you can consciously detach it and leave it behind. The severed arm keeps twitching for seconds afterward, distracting the predator, while you escape with your remaining 7 arms. It looks like an impressive defense, but it's really the last stage of desperation. You're forced to sacrifice part of your own body just to survive. And that arm doesn't always grow back. In some species, it takes months. In others, never. Ink. Taking refuge in darkness. When you're under threat, you release dark ink from a special gland. This cloud of ink both blocks vision and temporarily dulls the sense of smell in some predators. But even this last resort isn't without risk. If you release too much ink in a tight, enclosed space, it can clog your own gills, and you can suffocate on it. So the final weapon you use to survive is also dangerous enough to kill you. So what have we learned from all of this? Being an octopus means having a boneless body that can fit through any gap but has no armor at all, having 3 hearts, one of which stops while you swim, having 9 brains but living your entire life alone, and having your life's sole purpose be to quietly waste away for offspring you will never live to see. Right now, as you're watching this video, you're probably sitting comfortably somewhere, your heart hasn't stopped once, and your parents are most likely still alive. Nature isn't graceful. It isn't fair. It isn't even always logical. But for an octopus, this is simply an ordinary, silent survival struggle that's been playing out for millions of years, with no one there to witness it. Next time you see an octopus drifting between the rocks in an aquarium or a documentary, give it a little respect. It's quietly, stubbornly surviving in a world lonelier than you could ever imagine.